All right, I think everything should be good. Today, we're going to talk about the freaking Collargate scandal. Anybody that's on the internet for more than like 10 seconds actually knows exactly what I'm talking about. I've been away from the internet for over the weekend, so I have taken the liberty of amassing all of the things. I've got all the things. I got the whole fucking storyline right here, right now, ready for you. So, buckle up, Buttercup. So anybody that's been on the internet for more than 5 seconds lately has heard about the Hasan Piker dog situation. So welcome in. Anybody that's not familiar, today we're going to go over the Collargate scandal featuring a renowned and popular bad guy, Hasan Piker. As we go into this video, I want to throw out there right off the freaking bat that this has very little to do with whether or not the collar was a shock collar or not. I think anybody that's getting stuck on that's kind of fucking missing the whole point. And naturally, any good story will have to start at the start. So somebody noticed about 10 months ago, would you look at that? Oh, what's up with Hasan always getting upset with Kaya not laying down in her bed? Why can't she just wander around the house like any other household pet? At least any other household pet that I've ever owned. And this, believe it or not, is the general consensus. Yeah, this is what normal people think when they see a dog stuck in one spot for 4+ hours at a time. So what started this all off was people, fans, viewers were watching HasanAbi's stream, and they noticed a correlation of events that made it look very much as though he was using a shock collar to shock his dog to basically facilitate place training to keep the dog on set. That is the allegation going around, and that's pretty much what all the evidence proves pretty irrefutably. So this clip right here, this is a LSF, I believe, sped up clip just to show the stream in question. This is a normal HasanAbi stream, and we get about 2 hours and 15 in, I want to say. I was a little off.
Is emblematic of all of America's much more.
This is the clip that, this is the part of the clip that people are talking about. Dogs looking around.
Consequential violence.
After 2 hours and 20 minutes of sitting, laying in the same spot.
Okay. It's the same reason as to why America.
Aggro.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
And you hear the dog yelp in pain and jump back onto the mat.
Oh.
Lay back down, looks at Hasan, looks at the water bowl, and lays there for the entire rest of the stream. Skip ahead here. 4 hours and 21 minutes, guys. And this is just the stream in question. This was just the stream where the shit happened. The one that he got caught. He got called out on shocking his dog. So I'm sure if you were to scrutinize more of his streams, you would see this as a recurring trend where the dog is left on stream for 4, 6, however many hours, and they're not taken care of. It's wild to me because most people, in such a privileged position would use their money, their resource to make sure that the dog has a very pampered and posh lifestyle. Like, why not? It's nothing to you at that point. Like, why couldn't you pay a dog sitter, for example, once a day to drop in and just walk the dog and run it around? Like, why is there ever an instance where the dog is sitting on stream for 4 hours? Well, because the dog's role is to sit on stream for 4 hours. The dog is very clearly a glorified labubu, and it's being used just as a clout piece. Otherwise, if it was genuinely about him caring, it would be more concerned about, well, why does my dog want to get up? Why is she thirsty? Well, shit, you notice that he's never noticed that she hasn't gotten up for 2+ hours to get a drink of water? Like, how do you not notice these things? Like, it's just weird to me. Like, the genuine disconnect between his perception of what a pampered dog looks like and is like cared for, is what the care for a pampered dog looks like, and what we got going on here. Very, very two different things. So this is another clip here. I'm kind of doing a twofer here. So in this clip, he has a guest on stream, and she comments here.
Get one. I think you're choking her. You have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get one.
So she notices right off the bat that his collar is so tight on the dog that she can't even fit a single finger beneath it.
You have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
See, look, like, you hear her tone, you hear her talking about the problem here. Any person that does anything with doggos will remark that the standard is 2 fingers. Basically the standard, no matter where you look, is going to tell you should be able to fit 2 fingers beneath a dog collar for it to be on, comfortably on the dog's neck. So it's secure. It's not going to fall off, and the dog can't get it, remove it on their own. But it's also comfortable, right? You don't want to be choking the dog. The whole point behind it is not for the dog to feel like it's being choked, like a safety device, right? So 2 fingers is the normal standard. He remarks that she couldn't even fit one beneath the collar. And then there's another little thing that happens here.
And I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
You notice he slipped the collar off, and then he hid it from the camera, holding it, basically moving it beneath the desk. He bumps his microphone because he's so concerned about not showing the camera the collar that he hits his face on the microphone. Right? All he cares about here is just getting this thing off camera.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice the first time I see it. Oh wait, did anybody point this out? Do you see how he took the collar? Do you see how he fucking like snuck it under his fucking desk so that it's not on camera when that's what he does here. I thought that he was I thought he was losing his collar, but he's not. He's taking it off and then he hides it on the bottom left of his desk. I didn't notice that the first time I watched on my phone.
And of course, like, the idea here is that she's concerned about the dog's well-being. She's already putting him on the spot. Of course, he's gonna be like, I need to get the shock collar off of her. Then she's gonna lose her fucking mind, right? Like, it's pretty straightforward here. But regardless, the fact that she comments that the collar is too fucking tight to begin with, that again shows it's a pattern here, right? And we have this clip right here.
They all say gay now and the R word. I'm shook. Wait, what do you mean? That's never stopped. That was the case when we were young too. Hey, out, place, Kaya, place, go, place.
Did you hear it?
Place.
So, I mean, that's pretty fucking damning as far as I'm concerned. Then we have this guy right here.
From England. Commemorative mug I got from England specifically for.
And you notice right there, the moment she steps off the platform, he trips over his words. It's so jarring to him, just the doggo getting up. So the implication is he hit the button right there because he wanted her to shift because she wasn't like properly on camera.
Commemorative mug I got from England specifically for.
And we keep on going. Don't worry, folks. I brought lots. And then we have, whoa.
And also.
And then we have this clip right here, a little older, him talking about his training style for the doggo.
And also, one of the parts of this training is also supposed to put her, like, we're using the elevated bed, as you guys can see. And one of the things with the elevated bed is that she has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. So she now knows to sit in place for hours and hours on end. And
like, are you stupid? Somebody says it, bro. The tail. Are you good?
Come here. Stay. If you run right now, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'll actually kill you. Okay? In front of everyone. Stay.
Again, he's yanking the dog by the tail.
Stay. If you run right now, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'll actually kill you. Okay? In front of everyone.
And like, again, I understand, you're being over the top, edgy, but what we're doing here is we're proving a trend of pattern, right? So many points in a line. So what ended up happening during the stream in question, as mentioned earlier, we had this clip where it is pretty abundantly clear that he does shock the dog when it steps off here.
Okay, it's the same reason as to why America.
Now, let me get my noodle out of the way here.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
And again, this is at 2 hours and 21 minutes into the stream. The first time the dog tried to get up, you can see, where is it?
It's the same reason as to why America. Kaya, please just.
You see the arm motion, looking here, same place he always looks.
Just stop.
The second his hand gets there, the dog yelps and jumps onto the bed.
Jesus Christ.
So, and then of course, he accuses her of being a baby.
Such a baby.
Right. He belittles her. And all of this is he's playing defense for his chat. He knows what his chat just saw. So the next minute straight is him trying to make light of the situation in front of his chat. And that's purely what it is. Oh, she's a baby. Oh, she gets spoiled by her mom. And anybody that watches this dog on the stream knows that this is actually just bullshit and cope. when this clip went viral off of LSF, our guy Hasan here immediately reacts, and
Oh my
this is
god.
the when he supposedly found out.
Is there like a fucking LSF video or something? Is that why there's like hella people coming in here and screeching?
I'm not even gonna like really call into question all that shit though. If it's a shot caller, if it's not a shot caller, that's kind of beside the point, right? It's showing this pattern of abusive behavior towards the animal, and genuinely not understanding that the way that that his dog is being treated is not only not a posh and pampered lifestyle, but it's one of prison and mistreatment.
It started on D, then H3, then LSF is the classic pipeline.
And this is just how fucking silly this guy's chat is. You can't even mention any names. They have to use code words. So this is, it started on Destiny, then it went on to H3, that's Ethan Klein, and then on to live stream fails. So, you know, he's just taking the opportunity. It's just an obvious, like, opportunity to slander one of his detractors.
I'm gonna fucking die, dude. Yes, I am incredibly abusive to the not only best trained,
and this is the delusion,
but also the best behaving and most spoiled dog on the planet. Is from when Kaya yelped. Yeah, she yelped because she fucking clipped herself on something when she was getting off the...
So this was the first lie. And I think it's important that you pause and you take into account rather that he did lie. The first time he explained what happened there, it was a lie. The whole Claw bullshit. And then it went on to, it's not a shot caller, it's a vibrate caller. And then it went on to, it's Israel. But we won't get there yet. I'm getting there. Hold on.
Bed.
So in response to the allegations, the next day, Hasan did post a clip of the supposed shot caller in question the next day, except that viewers, well, they noticed something a little off about the caller in question. There is a layer of electric tape covering the bottom of this device, right? It's a lot easier to see with the contrast pumped up. Sorry for the flashbang. So, of course, the internet was on the case, right? Everybody went through looking at this exact device. They found the exact device online, and they started bringing in experts to comment on the matter.
To prove Piker is not abusing his pet right in front of them, his audience has latched onto a misconception that removing the terminal posts from the back of the unit is somehow impossible. Ignoring that Hasan's brother, Marat, lives in Los Angeles as well and is an aerospace engineer for Boeing, videos online from people well acquainted with the use and operations of the RX-090 warn against over-torquing the contact prongs when attaching them to the terminals, because the terminals can be broken this way.
Finger tighten in the beginning.
So basically, he proves that, you know, this is a shot collar that was displayed and it had electrical tape on the bottom of it. He had the prongs removed. And it's like the whole thing of it is shot collar, not a shot collar. What matters here is that he's lying. Again, this is the second lie. How many times does he have to shit down your throat before you start figuring it out? Like, it's just ridiculous. And then so in response to everybody pulling apart the clip of him displaying the freaking, you know, the shot collar, the internet tearing it to pieces and calling him a liar, rightfully, Charlie did a video where he showed, he basically talked about the whole thing and he put Hasan on blast.
Now, for the life of me, like, I cannot understand what he's even upset about in the first place that he starts, like, scolding the dog for.
And again, anybody that's around, like, that actually genuinely loves their pets, that genuinely cares about them, this is the thing that you see about these clips that's fucking weird. It's not about the prongs on the back of the fucking device. Yeah, that's a whole, like, that wouldn't even enter the mind. No, it's about the genuine regard towards the animal.
She moved like an inch, like slightly off of that. It's like in a video game, like in Metal Gear Solid, when someone gets like a fucking question mark over their head, they're like zip into you immediately. Like, she doesn't do anything really other than move slightly. And he is noticeably upset. He is upset about that specifically. Even before this incident, earlier in the stream, he had already, gotten annoyed at her for moving around.
Yeah, he glared at her so she'd lay back down.
Absolute worst country on the planet, straight up, bar none. A capitalist shithole. Kaya,
Now is not the opportunity for you to down. The absolute worst fucking place on the planet. Just a
Right.
horrific.
So
So I
that's,
think it's
you
pretty
know,
clear that
anytime the dog
moving
steps off the mat,
of that spot is
he
what's
gets heated.
making Hasan annoyed at her. Now I saw he mentioned place training.
Now here he goes into place training, which is cool because I understood the concept just like you kind of get the understanding when you hear them saying place, but Charlie brings up and explains more behind it because I'm not very well versed on dog training myself.
Place is an actual dog training thing. And the whole idea behind it is designating a spot in a comfortable location for your pet.
The only training that I've had to do with my doggos has just been positive reinforcement training. Like we taught the dogs to ring a little bell that we hang at the door, so when they need to go outside. That was a whole series of training. That's all I've really had to do, pretty much, with doggos. My doggos have all been really well trained, or really well behaved.
For a lot of people, I know it's like their office if they work from home. And Hasan was talking about how that area is her place. And for dog training, place is supposed to be like their happy spot where they are
Yeah, it's
super
like a
safe and
sanctuary.
feel super secure. And the way training goes with this, at least from everything I know about dog training, now keep in mind, when we first got Tetra, we did do dog training because my grandmother used to live with my parents, and Tetra gets very excited to see people. It's the cutest thing in the world, but she loves to jump on people. And my grandma, living at my parents, when we'd go to visit, or if they came to visit, if Tetra would jump on her, it could cause injury. So we did do dog training in
Right.
order to learn how to help with that. We didn't do any fear training or anything like that with shock collars or whatever, but place was something that we did learn about. And when it comes to place,
Yeah, because usually shock collars are like the last option you go to when an animal is like extremely unruly and all of the traditional means of training have not worked. Maybe in some places they would consider using it. In most places, though, they're illegal. They're illegal in many states around the United States. Just because they're just harmful to the animal, and there are other ways to train animals.
you do not want to make it something stressful for the animal, at least in our teachings.
Right, and this is the whole thing about place, like him using place in this manner, is that it's actually counterintuitive to the whole design of place and place training in the beginning. So because Charlie called out Hasan, Hasan naturally, well, he went after Charlie.
For you, to be honest, I mean, he put his fucking flag on the, he put his stake on this. Okay,
Mhm.
he was like, oh, enough people shit on him.
No. Had nothing to do with that. He was one of the first. In fact, one of the first large ones. So if anybody took a risk, it was Charlie.
It's good,
But he
enough. It's,
didn't
like,
take a risk
obviously
because
not-
anybody watched the clip and they used their eyeballs and they saw the same shit. It takes a lot for Charlie to bite into some drama, okay? If you look at his channel, he does not do streamer drama. He stays the fuck out of it for the most part. So for him taking this on is him saying I know beyond shadow of a fucking doubt what I just saw, and I'm calling it out.
not a it's obviously, no matter how fucking made up a narrative it is, if a clip looks bad enough, then he will go with it and he will just use.
Yeah, and that
these
clip looked
guys,
fucking awful.
All these guys fucking do is basically farm Reddit for talking points, and Reddit can so easily be botted and manipulated. And
So yeah, true a little bit. Not that he farms Reddit for talking points. Reddit is botted and it's a fucking echo chamber for people with a particular set of ambitions, political agendas. That much is pretty self-evident. Any amount of time on Reddit will expose that pretty quickly. So yes, but not the reason why. No, he just saw what you did on your stream and said, yeah, we're kind of tired of all the bullshit that you keep getting away with.
And I don't think we're ever going to get ahead of that. There's just nothing we can do. Bro, he said you're abusing Kyle. Like, no way, fuck him. Yeah, I mean, if he thinks that he can
Yes.
suck my dick.
You are.
Weird how quiet he was about.
And it's so weird how fucking disconnected you are from that perception. In his head, I almost believe that he thinks this. There's a world where I could see him believing this bullshit. But then I see everything else about him. I know that,
literal pedophilia in certain communities. I mean, it took him 2 years to fucking come out.
Again?
Kyle, like, no way, fuck him. Yeah, I mean, if he thinks that he can suck my dick. Weird how quiet he was about literal pedophilia in certain communities. I mean, it took him.
So we're accusing Moist Critical of being a pedophile. Cool. Oh, and in case anybody, you know, just so we're clear, when you parrot an opinion like this out of your chat, we know what you're doing.
2 years to fucking come out and be like, yeah, the genocide is happening and it's really fucking bad, actually. So Charlie's been on a good streak lately. He genuinely cares about dogs. He talks about how much he cares about dogs and pets all the time. So do I, dumb fuck. That's the reason why I'm fucking pissed off.
No. No, Hasan, you don't. That's the whole problem. You don't. I think you do, maybe. But the reality is you just don't. And anybody that genuinely cares about their dog sees your regard towards your animal during the streams, and they recognize the same fucking thing.
That's the reason why I'm fucking annoyed. He could just like unironically reach out and be like, hey, what's going on?
The fuck would he reach out about? Right? Like, what the fuck would he actually, what are you gonna say to him? Like what are you gonna say to him that's gonna change what he saw on the clip? What he saw on the clip is what he commented about. Like, so what? Is he supposed to cuck up and pull the video like fucking Jellywig? So that's another thing. Basically, Ludwig put up a video calling Hasan out as well about the whole situation. And Hasan DM'd him and Ludwig pulled the video. But being honest, that's fucking surprising to no one. Ludwig cucks out at basically every opportunity lately. It's just embarrassing.
Here. Like, what was this about? This clip looks bad. You know what I mean?
It does look bad.
Hasan, I know. We've been around one another before. We've actually been around one another. And a lot of the people that I know that I'm around all the time and do content with have not only been around you, but also been around Kaya. He could have just fucking hit up.
So what is this? You know, this almost feels like he's trying to pull rank, or I don't know. It's just some weird, like, you know, people that I know. We've been around each other. None of this shit is relevant, dude. The whole video is just about how obviously you're mistreating the dog and trying to bring it into the light so you fucking actually pay attention to it. Because the reality is, if some shitter like me, some trash can VTuber like me says something, you're not going to give a shit. If a viewer says something, not going to give a shit. Honestly, most people in their life, you probably wouldn't give two shits if they said something about it, right? So you did give a shit when Moist said something. And what do you know? Changes happened. Amazing that. Oh, then he goes on further to
any number of different people to be like, hey, do you think there's any veracity? Do you think there's any veracity to these claims? Not just like, don't ask me directly. Do your due diligence. Why the fuck do you go to Reddit for talking points, dumbass? What kind of fucking moron are you? It's fucking insane to me that like this is what goes for like doing commentary on the internet is just like, oh, these are the Reddit threads from some of the most like schizophrenic people you've ever actually.
And again, all he's trying to do is basically he's straw manning, right? He's just trying to attack Moist Critical's character. He's trying to attack him, his argument, the whole thing. This is just classic fucking debate tactics.
Encountered. This is all it takes for me. He said you hide the bad stuff from your friends?
Yeah, you can lie to your friends just as easily as you can lie to viewers. It's not that hard. In fact, in a lot of situations, your friends have a more curated view of you than you do if they aren't actually stream viewers, right? My friends have a way more curated view of me than people that know me online, because, I only interact with them like when I'm at work and shit. And, maybe at dinner or something around the house. Like, it's not.
He said I hide.
Yeah. Yes, we're not just saying that you hide this shit from your friends, Hasan. We're saying you hide this shit from everybody. We're saying that you live a duplicitous life that is entirely a charade, and it's basically a narrative of painted bullshit and lies. It's lost to no one that you paint your fucking stream with the narrative of caring about dogs. That's why we're bringing this shit into the light. I see, you see the little fucking push notification over here every time he gets a follow, right? The doggo pops on the screen. We know, okay? We know. The real reason we're talking about it is bullshit. And this trend of events shows just how bullshit it is and how many other lies were just so easily distributed to your fans. And he goes on further here to attack Charlie some more.
Critical is afraid of getting her. I have not. Charlie Moist Critical is afraid of getting on a fucking plane. Okay? Once again, the only person that has like taken this up has never been around me and Kaya.
The only person that is supposedly taking this up,
Ever. Just been around me when I went down to Florida. And as a fence sitter, he read it as, oh, this is a good
fence sitter.
This is a good opportunity for attack. You know what I mean? And
if he's a fence sitter, then why would he attack? That statement, the logic doesn't line up. Fence sitters, by definition, don't attack. They sit on the fence and they follow popular opinion. So, nah, dude. This, in fact, was the opposite of him sitting on the fence. He was planting his fucking flag, in your own words, against you.
And did you see Charlie's video on you? Seemed kind of bad faith. I don't care. I have not. Charlie Moist Critical is afraid of getting on a fucking plane. Okay? Once again, the only person that has like taken this up has never been around me and Kaya.
Like, what in the actual fuck does this have to do with anything? I fail to see anything about Charlie and planes mattering in the slightest. He obviously has a very, large fan base, very loyal fans that love the guy. And again, I honestly just don't see what the fuck this has to do with the price of tea in China. Like, this is so far off. Again, it's just him just trying to attack Charlie's character. Again, he's trying to make light of the attacker, make light of the attack, make light of the story. It's all just trying to protect the pain, to protect the portrait, to control the narrative. So naturally, once Hasan opened the floodgates of going after Charlie, the entire community, the entire internet, all jumped in on memeing like fucking crazy. These memes are everywhere. They're hilarious. Even Elon Musk has gotten in on the humor. Yeah, it's been great. There's a lot of really good ones kicking around. And then, more videos came out debunking, showing the exact brand of shot caller, just proving again that
filed down and covered.
He lied about the situation, and what he presented was not what he told people it was. Just more reinforcing the fact here. So naturally, a lot of people on the internet saw the situation and, using their eyes, decided to proclaim the same thing that I'm proclaiming, that Hasan is a shitbag.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
Hasan, I always thought you were a fucking loser, but this really eliminates all doubt. To force your dog to lie on a dog bed while you 4 hours stream to your little gaggle of internet freaks and then forcibly use a shot collar on your dog when she dares to get out of her bed, not even participate in an aggressive or bad or unruly behavior, simply to get up and move around, likely to fill a physiological need, mind you. I saw her licking her lips right before she got up. She was probably going to go get some water. To use a fucking shot collar.
Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure she was. Yeah, see, this is a common thing. Here, check this out. Licking her lips, she said, yeah?
Truth that Macron's wife is a pedophile. Because if you were to say that, no.
I'm going to mute this, and we're going to double the playback speed. And watch the fucking doggo. Here, I'm going to make me out of the way here. Right at the start. The dub is Hasan. Looks at the water bowl. He licks his lips. Mind you, this is at double speed. He looks at Hasan, licks his lips, look at the water bowl, looks at Hasan. And the second that Hasan looked back at the dog, the doggo lay down. Because the dog was too scared to get up and get a drink of water.
Ones that are at least coming from Candace Owens, some of them have new information.
They're licking the lips, looking at her master, looking at the dog, at the freaking bowl.
A separate hole in the ground, and like it was a Jewish tunnel that someone popped out of, or
it's too far-fetched for it to be.
This dog just wants a drink of water.
The politics and drama YouTuber who works celebrity news and true crime to fit primarily transphobic and anti-Semitic narrative. She also denies the Holocaust and says the real.
This is what I was talking about earlier. How do you not think like, you know, my dog hasn't gotten up and gotten a drink of water in a couple hours? That's just second nature when you care about something, right?
Cleansing most of German. She's a grifter. Yeah, it's funny to see like a black woman do the whole like the Bolsheviks did the real genocide of Christians. Like, why doesn't anybody talk about that? It's like, bro, you are literally a black woman. Like, that is crazy.
Looking at the water bowl.
Like, oh, the Jews are responsible for the death of like 60 million Christians. Narrative is like a white supremacist one. Like, that's not even your gripe, you know?
And now the doggo finally gets some courage.
But I mean, that's not a conversation that you're a part of at all. It's also a ridiculous statement to begin with, because like
Hasan sees the doggo getting up. He knows she wants to get up. He sees it in her body language. That's why he's posturing this way.
You know, the Bolsheviks are goated, obviously, and you know what Christians were doing, what white Christians were doing to black women at the same time frame was not right, to say the least. Down.
And he removes his hand, right? It's a body language thing. He knows that she knows when he puts his hand on the device. Doggos know what that is. It's just like holding up the fucking water bottle to them. They know that. That's why she stood there the whole time. She was terrified. And this is a recurring thing that you see, where she just wants to get up and go get a drink of water, and the dude freaks out at her for getting up. So like, when you know, it's about trying to show that this is a ongoing, consistent trend of mistreatment. It's not about, is it a shock collar, is it not a shock collar? It is genuine mistreatment, and it's sad because he is in one of the best positions to be able to give a dog the most lavish and fucking pampered life ever. At no realistic expense to him, this dog could just have somebody playing with it at all times, and it could have people walking it and fucking playing catch with it in the backyard, you know, doing stuff with it all the fucking time. And why not? You're fucking rich. The least you could do is give the creature that you're responsible for the quality of its life a good life. When you're responsible for the life of another being, it shows your personal character and your personal fiber, how you react to the being that is subservient of you. And that's exactly what this is. Dog living in terror, fearful of getting up from its bed, get a drink of water. So we had a lot of other content creators popping in and doing some more critical review of the different Collargate clips.
Did you compare this to the Japanese airport experience? Yeah, the Japanese airport experience is like everything works, everything is fast. Kaya, place.
Grabs the thing.
And again, he reaches over here. He's trying to usher her back to the bed.
Get back there. What is this? Don't worry.
I mean, that's 100% right.
And he also, he re-angles the camera here in a little bit to make sure that the doggo's on set. But basically, Hutch has been deep diving into these clips here and trying to show that this has been a recurring theme for quite some time. Now we get into the Hasan fucking orbiters. You'll never guess what their opinion. Yeah? You'll never guess. All right, here you go.
And then Hasan got canceled. For what? Or for Kaya? That's a disaster. I've been seeing that shit all over my timeline. But he cleared his name.
You want me to go and put a certain collar on my
He did what?
body and be like, this is wrong.
He cleared his name.
This is it.
When the fuck did that happen?
Dude, that whole shock
Did she see a clip I didn't see?
collar thing was crazy.
It is. I couldn't even be on fucking Twitter today. Every post was about the shock collar gate.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Shock gate.
Whenever I see you on Saturday, or actually no, I'll tell you, I'll text you later. The shit I need to talk about certain people.
I already know who.
Uh,
I already know who it is.
Oh, guys, by the way, I have so much to tell you tomorrow's stream. Yeah, I've got so many things, and I can't even I can't talk about them here today, right? All right, because we could get out there, people could find out. But tomorrow, tomorrow we're getting into it. I
You
promise.
already probably know what I'm gonna say.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I literally took a nap to like zone in because I was like, I literally could expose this person right fucking now.
I'll check
But
it.
I'm not going to. I'm
Do
gonna go
it.
to bed.
Tell them. Tell them.
No, don't
Say it.
I would. I just hate shitty people. But yeah, no, the Collargate is crazy.
Just hates shitty
What are
people.
your thoughts on
Agree?
collars?
I don't agree with them.
I don't
But
agree with
I
them
understand why
either.
they're. I know why they exist. I would rather a shock collar than a prong collar. But they also make them that don't shock. They just vibrate.
It made me think of Jenna Marbles' pet dog. People are so annoying with drama.
I just know certain people actually killed their dog and they have like opinions
Hey.
about it. And I'm just like, you need to like relax.
I'm just like,
Huh?
I just think so many people are like just jumping on it, and I'm like, I don't know.
As someone who's bought a designer dog, you gotta flaunt that shit. You gotta flaunt a designer dog. You have to.
Well,
Yeah, so that's my feelings on
Are they trying to help his case, or I'm not sure. Genuinely, I don't know if this was supposed to be like them helping Hasan or the exact opposite, because I have mixed opinions after reviewing this clip here. Yeah, he did not clear his name. I don't know what the fuck.
Shockgate. I don't want to say anymore because I'm like.
Is she gonna like elaborate?
I don't either. Like he debunked
God
it.
forbid.
He debunked it?
Oh, they there.
He literally debunked
Okay.
it. He showed the fucking collar on stream. Like, what?
Yeah, he did. That didn't debunk it. That proved that he was lying. That actually was the opposite of debunking it. That bunked it. That straight up bunked it. That was the what freaking set fire to the whole thing. That proved basically not only did it happen, but that he was willing to lie about it even more.
More can be done.
People are being like, he taped this area to hide something. I'm like, dumbasses.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. And honestly, for no fucking reason. As far as I could tell, I don't understand why the fuck he lied about that part. That's like, one of the weirdities to me is this is like, he could have so easily, dude's fucking rich. He had an entire day, right? So the way that I think is like, he thought maybe, oh, well, I'm not going to be able to dupe them, maybe so he did it that way. But the other part of it is like, bro, you couldn't have found another fucking collar that kind of looks similar and tried to pull that off? Like, shit, dude, you took the prongs off, put some duct tape on the bottom and thought you were going to wave it around on camera and that would sell your story to everybody? It's crazy. On to the next Hasan Orbiter retard, we have iDubbbz.
No, it wasn't confirmed Hill Kit. There's no... It was confirmed that it was a fucking vibration collar.
Yeah, the vibration collar.
Or that the dog had a vibration collar.
Mhm.
Not even that he used it. That's just what the dog has.
Man, I feel so bad for this guy. Imagine trying to, like, tiptoe around your fucking audience regarding the subject. Where you can very clearly, obviously, see what the fuck's going on, but you can't say anything about it because your viewership is so it's tied into Hasan that anything that you would say that would fuck with Hasan would directly destroy your fucking viewership. It would attack your own audience. So these people they're just cucked into this position. And you'll notice the only content creators that are defending this are those that are financially tied to Hasan. Imagine that.
Oh, thank you so much, Known Risk. Known Risk says, sometimes I worry about being online too much, but looking at all of this shit and realizing I never felt the need to...
Am I going to DMCA for Kendrick?
Online nemesis tells me I'm probably okay. Thanks for acting like a normal dude, Ian. Known Risk, it's fucking hard. I'm trying, but again, by engaging in it.
It's fucking hard. I bet. I almost feel bad for this guy. I almost do. He's gotten himself in such a shitty situation, and there is no fucking escape. Either he's getting cucked by his girl, he's getting cucked by Hasan. There's just all kinds of cuckery happening here, and he just needs to basically play nice, to keep up appearances. All right, cool. So after the round of Hasan orbiters got their 2 cents in, Hasan piped in and mentioned that the only people that weren't defending him were scared to speak out.
Thought you were friends with her saying you 100% did this? Who? Moist Critical? Is that who you're talking about? With the exception of him, I don't think any streamers are either legitimately fucking terrified.
Yeah.
Streamers are either legitimately terrified of saying something or like all of the
Yeah, the streamers are terrified to say something. Unless you're Ben Shapiro, right? Yeah, he's just a small streamer, kind of a nobody, right?
Desk near Hasan Piker and just sit there for hours while the schmuck utters garbage into a microphone while playing video games. There are certain people.
Yeah, nobody's against you, Hasan. Nobody at all. Okay, then of course there's also Fox News.
Being accused of shocking his dog on a live stream.
It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just just stop.
I know. Let's see it one more time.
Yes. It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just just stop.
So what did he just do to that dog? And for what? Just standing up? And that's the Democrats' new model for liberal male masculinity? A guy who...
And there it is. There it fucking is. And he's, you know, I like that he's characterizing it that way because this is the shit that I've been trying to point out. This guy as the fucking, like, top leftist figurehead, talking head, is awful for the imagery of the Democratic Party. It just is. If you're left, you really shouldn't want this guy up here. Look what he's doing. He's literally destroying the image of your party.
treats his dog the way Hunter Biden treats his penis. I mean, I don't know if he shocks his penis, but I'm assuming. Who wouldn't? If I had the options. And doing...
I thought he'd said Joe Biden. I thought the implication was that's how he has to get hard. Oh shit. All right, so yeah, not only with these guys, we also had this one right here.
Left's most popular influencer, Hasan Piker, doesn't just hate America, he also doesn't like dogs either. A video is going viral of Piker allegedly abusing his pup, Kayla, with a shock collar. Warning, this could be disturbing.
I hate this country so much, but it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just stop.
If I remember right, also, just to add a little bit of context here, the whole reason why he's fucking soapboxing and bitching so much is because his Wi-Fi went out. That's what started the I hate America, America sucks fucking rant. Like, it's just so ridiculous.
Now, Piker denies that he hurt his dog, and it looks like the left continues to drool over him. The Big Weekend Show first told you about this guy back in May. The New York Times did a glowing piece on him and called him the Joe Rogan of the left, which I don't really follow him that much, but I can tell you he's not the Joe Rogan of the left. But let's start with you,
Yeah,
Tommy.
not even close.
You know, when you hear a dog yelp, I mean,
And I'm not here defending Joe Rogan,
I'm a
but
dog lover,
whoa,
so I'm having trouble being unbiased about this. He says that the collar was just a vibrating one and he didn't do it, but you see him
yeah, was it a Duke Law? Was it a vibrating collar? What was it again? I can't remember.
ranting about hating America when he sees his dog gets off the bed, which I presume is his prop for hours of this podcast, and he reaches for something, and the next thing you know, the dog's like, "Bah!"
Yeah, I can't
And
tell
it's
if
like,
it's
ouch,
a bed
it's
or a
pain.
treadmill back there. I was trying to see what it was. There's a lot of tchotchkes in there, I guess they would call it, just sitting around. It's hard to see what it is here.
I mean, that's just a normal streamer. Right?
I would never use a shock collar on an animal. I mean, as you know, and
Yeah.
Joey, you know, I'm like probably the biggest animal lover here, maybe even more so than Griff. We'd have to fight over that. But again, I can't get over him saying how he hates this country so much, and then you allegedly shock your dog. And this is the guy the left is like, this is our guy. This is the guy, they call him the one that's going to communicate to the manosphere, the leftist values for the manosphere. He is, you know, the answer.
Yeah,
to
I
the
mean,
right
not wrong. Terrorist, man.
and conservatism. If that's their answer, is it any wonder young men are more conservative than ever?
And that's exactly it. You want to know why men are going conservative right? It's because you have fucking maniacs out here as the head of the left on display, doing this shit on a daily basis. There are entire YouTube channels devoted to this shit, more or less, because there's nonstop content. There really is. There's just nonstop content with how often he's doing shit that should get him deplatformed. So, including Ben Shapiro and Fox News, we had several other, popular content creators making sure to get in and chime in on the matter. Notably, Tectone has been on a bit of a warpath, actually. This dude has, he has not let up the heat for a second, as he shouldn't. He's starting to get the Twitter clout aura where he can start actually making change. And he's doing it. And that's amazing. That's beautiful. Good shit, Tectone. My favorite bald streamer. So yeah, he's been constantly covering this shit. You can go through his Twitter or X is a pretty good timeline as well of all these events. As well, we had Hutch. As I said earlier, Hutch has been deep diving all these clips. He's also planted his flag against So there's a lot of famous content creators and just, notable people that have openly condemned Hasan in this matter. It's not, nobody is scared to speak out. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I think that if anybody should be scared, it's for the reciprocation of the Hasan community about videos such as this. Anybody that does speak out against Hasan, well, here, no, let me, I think Asmongold can explain it better.
Toxic. They are extremely hostile. How do I know that? Because they've gone after me. They've gotten mad at me. I would say that Hasan probably has, and I'm sure he would say that I probably have one of the most toxic, if not the most toxic communities on the internet. Like I would say, I mean, to an extent. And why is that? Is it because there's a lot of people that watch us? Maybe that's it. I don't know. But either way, like, his community is extremely toxic, hyper aggressive. They love, as soon as somebody is like, they're calling Charlie a Nazi, a right winger, and all this stuff because he brought this stuff up.
Well, Hasan does a beautiful job of categorizing people into groups that makes it easier for people to turn their brains off and hate. That is one thing that you got to give the man credit for. He's great at it. He's great at immediately summarizing somebody into a little compartment that makes it easy for his viewers to hate them. And he'll do that by, like I said, reading that quote earlier from the chat. Oh, this guy has done nothing to condemn pedophilia. Yeah. It's through little remarks like that.
This is, what the fuck are you doing? Like, whenever you're a community and you're going to that length and you're getting that radical about something, what ends up happening is that.
And just a note, I've only been on YouTube for a short period of time now. This is about, month 3 of actually actively putting videos up on the channel. We had a couple uploads before that, but for the most part, this is the 3rd month of the channel being, actually live. Hasan's community is the only one that's attacked me so far, which, mind you, I don't give a fuck. If you notice, I didn't delete any of them. I don't care. I care not for your boos because I've seen what makes you cheer. That's really what it is. I have to give no shits about any of these people's opinions because they're obviously fucking lost. And they're just willfully ignorant to the situation unfolding in front of their eyes.
Like, just reasonable people that are in the middle that see this and they're like, wow, that's kind of weird. Like, what the fuck? And so also a lot of other content creators don't want to criticize somebody like Hasan because Hasan's community is hyper aggressive. They are very vigilant. They will go out and make tweets about you and accuse you of things that are just totally fucking insane. Just say.
Mm-hmm. So just to put it into perspective, I've only gotten hateful DMs and death threats once. Yeah, guess what day that was?
Just slanderous, awful things about you for really no reason other than you being on the wrong side of a certain issue. So that's really, find your personal info too. Exactly. Yeah, you've got more and more and more of that. And that's the big reason why a lot of his friends probably don't call him out on this. I mean, and maybe some of them agree with her. They think it's not happening. But I'm sure, why is it that nobody's ever criticized this outside of, the people that are around, kind of my circle, I guess? Well, the reason why is because they don't want to be victims of that type of harassment. And I think this is something that happens on the internet as a meta level thing. This isn't something that Hasan has a monopoly on, but a lot of people don't criticize larger creators because they're afraid of getting attacked by their audience. His community.
Very true. See, now this is where I actually think that I am uniquely in a great spot because I don't care. I don't have anything to lose, right? I'm just going to say the shit that's real and true because I don't give a fuck. And if the people that want to watch, they stick around, cool. If not, see ya. I don't care. I don't have a massive platform to lose. So I'm just going to say what's honest and true and in front of me. And I'm going to defend the things that I find important to make no mistakes. I'm not going anywhere. This little trash can degenerate YouTuber, yeah, I'm going to be in your freaking YouTube feed for the next however long. I don't know. We'll see. Here we are. And as well, we had Laura Loomer comment on the situation. And she basically restates what I kind of said earlier. You can tell a lot about a person by watching how they treat animals. And that he's a bad person. That's basically the recurring trend here. We have some fucking banger memes, and I could not, showcasing some of these fucking brilliant memes.
Yap. All right, Chad, what else should I yap about for the next 5 hours? We got any topics to yap about? What's my favorite color? Blue. Energy drinks or coffee? That's a tough one. It's the same reason as to why America... Kaya! What? Will you stop? What are you doing? You're being such a baby. God. Damn. Man, she is so spoiled from my mom. She be letting Kaya just like walk around and eat. Show the collar she had on. Hey, Kaya, come here. So this is the collar she had on. Right here.
She's got a sock wrapped around it.
And that's it. This is it.
That's it.
This is the collar.
That was it, yeah. I mean, you could tell. That's obviously it.
This is the collar that y'all saw.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, debunked. Right? Clearly debunked. We also had Legal Mindset hopped in and did do a Fast Facts video, which I'm going to have the clip to this in the comments. I highly recommend any of Legal Mindset's stuff. He does go into the legal matters and whether or not any, crimes have been committed and stuff like that. I highly recommend his content. Good one. The cartoonist George Alexopoulos has also done a very, very adorable freaking comic here. It's sad, but I just thought the artwork is beautiful. I really wanted to show this too. So now if you were to tune into a Hasan stream after the whole thing, you would probably find the doggo up in his lap as he's playing damage control, and he's constantly bitching about the abolishment of the training that he had done, aka using the shock collar to force the dog not to move for all day.
Bullshit, man. What is this?
No, I know. My haters are causing me to fucking. My haters are causing.
This is XQC, by the way.
Be more reactive to my dog when she's being spoiled and.
Yes. Yes. You should be more reactive to your dog. Yes. What do you mean? That's the whole fucking thing, dude. Like, why is that so hard?
Then train her in the opposite direction. Train her into thinking that.
Yo, nobody's spoiled here. Nobody. Yo, I've seen.
Did he say
Haters
spoiled?
are causing me to fucking. My haters are causing me to be more reactive to my dog when she's being spoiled, and then train her.
He thinks she's spoiled? What? Are you fucking kidding me? Nah, hold up. Hold up. So, I wanted to show y'all our doghouse, okay? So, anytime any of our doggos are outside, probably can't see it too well. Sorry, it's nighttime. This is the backyard. So, anytime we have the doggos out back here in the backyard, they have access to the doghouse, right? So what the doghouse is, whenever it's hot or whenever it's cold, the doggos are able to come into the doghouse through the doggy door. The doghouse is an air-conditioned unit that we have a portable space heater that we bring out into here, and, whenever they would need to keep warm. We do use it for a little bit of storage as well in here. We got some stuff in here, but for the most part, we got like the refrigerator over here and things like that. But yeah, for the most part, like the reason why I wanted to showcase this is that this is something that we did despite being poor. You use the situation that you have, the resources you have to make the best, most ideal circumstance for the things that you're responsible for the quality of life of. This isn't difficult concept. Well. Oh, and in case anybody's wondering, beer and kids drinks. Yeah, beer and kids drinks, pretty much. All right, and we're back. So that is an example of trying to pamper a dog or try and spoil a dog, giving them access to a doghouse with air conditioning and heating whenever they happen to be outside, right? That's a quality of life thing you can do for an animal. And you can do that despite being poor. So why then, in an inference of a millionaire that has, more than enough resource to be able to give this dog the most posh and lavish life it could ever dream of. It's sitting as a fucking glorified lawn ornament. It's just ridiculous.
In the opposite direction, train her into thinking that
Yo, nobody's spoiled here. Nobody. Yo, I've seen spoiled dogs.
Mhm.
I've had spoiled dogs, brother.
And again, like, yeah, anybody that is around animals that hears this shit, hears him calling his dog spoiled after seeing all of this shit. Like, you understand that he's obviously not the case. It's obviously not true.
The dog doesn't move for 10 hours. Then goes for his walk by probably somebody else's. I noticed sometimes dog goes missing by energy. Maybe he lives with somebody. Somebody walk his dog. Bro, it doesn't get no fucking little play, treat, fucking give me the paw, roll over.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his mom walks his dog.
Or shit. What the fuck is the other? Spoiled what?
she can just like get my attention by crying in the background.
What? Is that really the narrative he's going for now? That she was trying to get his attention? Holy shit, this guy's just spinning so much bullshit he can't keep it straight anymore, huh?
Okay, which is bad. But what are you going to do? Fuck it. I'll just destroy all of the training.
Yes. If it so happens that this has been your quote unquote, you guys can't see it because I can't move my arms, but bunny ears training, yes, untrain all of it. Stop abusing your dog. Stop using it as a showpiece. Spend a little money to treat the fucking thing. Again, there's just no reason this dog should be on your stream for 8 hours a day. It's an animal that wants to go out and play and enjoy its life. Why not let it do that?
That I've worked very, very hard on to reinforce now that, the entire internet thinks I'm fucking abusive unless I, let my dog do whatever she wants.
No, we know you're abusive. And the fucking mask is slipping. It slips every day. And then your loyal dick eaters try and repair the narrative. But there's only so much you can fucking put back together, dude. You can only lie boldly to your audience so many times before they eventually start calling you out on it. And in case anybody was curious about whether or not people are buying the bullshit, here is the most recent poll. This was dropped 2 days ago. And yeah, out of 35,000 votes, 91% know that he shocked his dog. So if you're defending this bullshit, you are in the minority, and you should probably pull your head out of the fucking sand and use your eyeballs. As well, looks like Pokimane was supposed to go and do the podcast with an episode with Hasan, and she has pulled the episode because she does not want to be involved with him right now, which is obvious. Like that's a smart move. If you're a content creator, you shouldn't want to be involved with him in any way, shape, or form. If it's not, just how shitty he does on his own as far as public perception, it's also he's known to try and trick or coerce other content creators into supporting his terrorist appeals. Like the instance with fucking NMP showing him Hasan showing him the terrorist propaganda video, framing it as a music video to try and get his support for it, to try and get him to unknowingly support a terrorist organization. Right. So this is the person that you're talking about. And nobody is surprised when you pull support away, when you stop doing events with this guy anymore. I think more people would be surprised at this point if you're still on his side. I think that's the overwhelming surprise thing here is, wait, you're actually still supporting him? What the fuck is wrong with you?